guys work like we did before. But like we say, there's somebody on the other side of the field trying to beat you too. And these couple nights, these guys are throwing the ball really well.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, September 10th, 2025. Got a lot of guests on the show today. We'll talk to Mike Boddicker. He'll be in studio at around 6:30. And the Royals are making it hard to want to talk about them. They lost again to Cleveland. This was a gigantic series, and so far, it has been a disaster, losing 2-0. They put up 2 runs in 2 games in a series that, well, could end up deciding whether or not they make the playoffs. Because it's slip sliding away. They are now 4 games out of a wild card spot, when just this weekend they were only 1 game out. Seattle's hot again. They've won 4 in a row. Texas has won 3 in a row. Now, with Cleveland winning these last 2 games, they've won 5 in a row, while the Royals have lost 3 in a row. So I'm going to guess that, I'm going to take a wild guess here, that this would be our last week of baseball talk on New Day with SSJ. We might sprinkle some in there, but might I suggest to the chef that football is the main course moving forward? Because if they ain't going to win games, I'm not going to sit here and go over it every day. That's depressing. And so now, unless something dramatically changes, they are inching closer to being officially out of it. Because right now, Seattle has that last spot. Texas is a 1.5 games out. Cleveland is 2.5 out. And the Royals are 4 out. And Tampa is just a half game behind them. So the Royals are in danger of having 3 teams in between them and the Seattle Mariners. And so my hopes of the Seattle series being meaningful when it happens on September 16th, that is seeming less and less likely. So, I mean, every day we say it, no more margin for error. The Royals got to turn things around now. Now their backs are really against the wall, and they remain 1 game above 500, but 4 games out of a wild card spot, and you have a hot Rangers team, a hot Guardians team, a hot Mariners team all in front of you, playing good baseball, and the Royals are not. They got a good pitching performance last night from Noah Cameron, but they wasted that because they couldn't put up any runs. And so, hey, this offense, when it's all said and done, has been nowhere near good enough this year. And that's one of the things that they're going to have to go out and fix in the offseason. And in retrospect, we kind of knew that they didn't do enough, right? They went out and acquired Jonathan India, but I mean, it kind of makes your head spin now, but they went into the season relying on MJ Melendez and Hunter Renfroe. That was this year. It doesn't seem like it, but that was this year. After it was pretty clear at the end of last season that both of those guys needed to be replaced. And they've been chasing that, the rest of the year. They chased it with a variety of players from AAA, including Jake Caglione. They chased it. Yastrzemski, he was a nice addition, at the All-Star break. They chased it with Randall Grichuk. They've been chasing their tails. They've been chasing them by putting Indy out in the outfield, a wide variety of different players out there. And even though Yastrzemski was, a nice addition, that was a nice trade, it just wasn't nearly enough to lift this offense. And so, you just cannot have the type of, or the lack of production that the Royals have had for the most part in their outfield in hope to make the playoffs. And they've been close. They've made a run, but it just seems like now we're seeing that it's just not enough. I mean, you look at the run scored in the American League, 564. 553. Sorry, they allowed 564. 553. So they have a minus 11 run differential. Anyone else close? Let's see. Just to give you an idea, an indicator of where teams are. Toronto's over 700. The Yankees are 751. Red Sox are 722. The Rays are 649. Baltimore 623. The Tigers 707. Well, the Guardians don't score much. 564. Boy, they've done it with smoke and mirrors. Their run differential's minus 38. But the Royals 553. And if you're looking for another team in the American League that has scored less than the Royals, you're not going to find it. And so then if you look in Major League Baseball, runs scored, the only team that has scored fewer than 553, the only teams, the Pittsburgh Pirates, they have 524. The Rockies, 545. And that's it. Both National League teams. So the Royals have just scored fewer runs than anyone else in the American League. And that's it. That'll tell the story. They've pitched well enough, but they've been ravaged by injury. The latest now, Michael Wacha goes on the IL. I mean, think about that for a minute. I know his is the concussion IL, the 7-day IL, but if you think about what you were most excited about going into this season, well, look at this rotation. And then as the season started, then Chris Bubich, he ended up pitching better than anyone in the rotation. He was in the All-Star game. He was getting mentioned in Cy Young conversation, right? And so at one point you had Cole Reagans and Seth Lugo and Chris Bubich and Michael Wacha. That's a hell of a front four with Lorenzen as your 5. Who's on the IL now? Cole Reagans, Seth Lugo, Chris Bubich, and Michael Wacha. All freaking 4 of your top 4 starters all on the IL as you're trying to chase down a wild card spot. So you combine that with not scoring enough runs. Again, it's stunning that we're even talking about them clinging to life in this deal, right? I mean, it really is. And I'm not telling you not to be frustrated. You should be frustrated. It's frustrating. It sucks to watch them go into a big series against Cleveland and fall flat the first 2 games. But, man, if you'd have told me that all those starting pitchers would be hurt, that they'd have so much trouble scoring runs, and you would have asked me, what do you think they'll be in September? I would have said not above 500. Not within shouting range of a wild card spot. It's like I'm not. It'll take the rest of the season and then into the off season for me to really think about it and decide how I feel about that, because you could feel, hey man, they got the most out of what happened, and they were able to navigate their way through all these injuries and still provide us with a competitive baseball team that was in it until football season. Or you can look at it, why didn't they do more to address the offense in the offseason? Why did they show up opening day with a straight face with MJ Melendez and Hunter Renfroe in prominent roles on this team? So, I don't know. But they've got to address the offense. And, I mean, I don't even know what to say about the injuries. Such a wide variety of injuries to the pitching staff. But here they sit, 73-72. Another game in Cleveland, another 2 games in Cleveland before they go to Philadelphia. And then we'll see where they're at as they come home for that, what could have been, I guess what could be. Things could go crazy, but right now it doesn't feel like it. What could have been a huge series against Seattle. We'll see where they are when that happens. But now you've got to depend on Cleveland losing. You've got to depend on Texas losing. You got to worry about Tampa that's right next to you. And then you got to take care of Seattle. You had a chance to take care of Cleveland right now, but Cleveland is taking care of the Royals. So there it is. So we'll talk to Mike Boddicker about that. Also, Hall of Famer George Brett will be in studio with his friend Steve Obradovich, and they're going to talk about an event coming up in Kansas City, the George Brett Volleyball Showdown. How about that? Brought to you by Rainstorm Energy Drink. It's going to be at Shawnee Mission Beach Volleyball this Saturday. Olympic legends and pro stars collide for a $100,000 purse, all in support of For the Kids charity. So if you're a huge volleyball fan, that's the place to be this Saturday. The George Brett Volleyball Showdown. Tickets available at smbv.com. That's smbv.com. And so George, a big volleyball fan, and his friend Steve Obradovich, who is a member of the CBVA Beach Volleyball Hall of Fame, and he's the tournament organizer. They'll be in studio today at around 7:20 to talk about this event coming up, which should be pretty cool. Then we will chat with Coach Gary Barnett, get his thoughts on the border war. Coach Barnett will be with us just after 8 o'clock. See what he thinks about the performance from Bo Pribula and Missouri, what he thought of Kansas, what he thought of K-State's loss to Army, and we'll take a look at some of the matchups, the attractive matchups coming up this weekend. NFL insider from ESPN, Jeremy Fowler, will be with us at 8:30. Then we'll talk to Matt Derrick from ChiefsDigest.com, Mike DePasquale. We're also going to play some clips from Eli Drinkwitz's entertaining press conference that took place yesterday in anticipation of what could be a trap game against Louisiana, a team that won 10 games last year and is, you know what, they're a decent opponent. Mizzou's favored by 3 touchdowns. They should win, but you always have to be concerned about a game that's sandwiched in between a rivalry game and then a big-time, prime-time showdown against South Carolina to open up the conference. So we'll hear some comments from Eli Drinkwitz about that. We'll take a break. It's Wednesday Hump Day on New Day with SSJ right here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. What's up, Kansas City? Steven St. John here, and let me tell you about my friends at Diamonds Direct. I've told you, you can go to Diamonds Direct off 119th and Row, and they're going to treat you like a VIP. I've gone to Diamonds Direct many times to make purchases for my wife, my daughters, my sons, even me, because I love Diamonds Direct. And this weekend only at Diamonds Direct, discover the hottest looks in fashion jewelry straight from today's biggest trends. Think bold gold styles, diamond hoops, layered necklaces, stacked rings, everything you're seeing right now in fashion all in one place. It's the perfect time to refresh your jewelry wardrobe or find that statement piece you'll wear every day. These extended collections are only available Friday and Saturday, and then they head back. So find out what's new, what's now, what's trending this weekend only at Diamonds Direct, just off 119th and Row. Stop by Diamonds Direct, and you will be able to check out some wonderful new items. And look, this month at Diamonds Direct, indulge in the jewelry you've always dreamed of with no interest until 2030. That's awesome. Diamonds Direct. Elevate your moment. Secure your legacy piece and do it all with no interest until 2030 at Diamonds Direct of 119th and Row, and tell them Steven St. John sent you. Three, two, one. Are you ready to launch your week into orbit? From the Earth has deals that are out of this world. You have until tomorrow.
A new day, a new way, and new eyes to see it all. Go your way, I'll go mine. Get gone.
Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you very much for joining us. We have Mike Boddicker in studio right now. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Sore, old, ugly. I got a lot of different things you can call me, but
Oh, you're a handsome old man.
where? I'm just excited to see George. That's all. My old teammate. We're not really going to talk much about that game. Noah Cameron was good. Other than that, there was nothing good about that game. Cleveland, they keep finding these young pitchers. I'm going, where are they finding these guys?
It's organization, is development.
Wow.
That's what they have in place.
Woo. That kid last night was good. I didn't get to see the game before because we were up at Yellowstone. We went up through there, my wife and I.
How was that?
Oh, it was beautiful.
And for the talk
Except-
about Yellowstone.
Well,
to be honest with you.
except for the smoke from the wildfires. It was a little bit smoky for a few days, but yeah, Yellowstone, the Tetons. It was good. Jackson Hole went into there for a day, and it was nice. Beautiful, gorgeous. We had a bear walk. We were outside our hotel playing cards in a little deck area. We had a black bear walk within about 20 yards of us and stared at us and walked away. A lot of animals.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And when I come back and I finally got internet and I'm going, oh, what happened to the Royals? Oof, they were just a game out. And I was like, this isn't good. Of course, we've talked about this beginning of the year. We're as good as our pitching is, and all of a sudden Reagans is gone, Lugo's out, Bubich is out, and it's like, oof.
Now Walker's out.
Yeah, now Walker's out. Yeah, it's like, holy cow. Yeah. And we can't just go down to the minor leagues and grab some kids. Not much there.
You know what? But they've gotten. I mean, look, it wasn't. He wasn't good in the last start. But Bergert's been really good since they acquired him. Kolic's offered him a couple of good starts.
Yep.
Man, they did go down and get Noah Cameron, and he was remarkable.
Yeah.
So they've been able to overcome that with the pitching. It's just they've scored the fewest amount of runs in the American League.
I know. I saw.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I do think
we should only got 2 hits off that kid last night. When meant for those 2 infield hits.
I do have confidence, like as the years progress, they've shown that it feels like they've got the pitching thing figured out.
Yeah.
You
have to draft well.
Right.
You have to get the right guys, and then the development. And
but they need to figure this thing out offensively in the offseason.
Oh, I know. Well, you mentioned it earlier. I mean, we went into the season knowing that our corner outfielders were not good, and you just can't do that. You can't expect the pitchers just to shut them out. I mean, basically.
I mean, even like last night, look, your best guys still got to perform like your best guys.
Yep.
But I don't have any problem with, Garcia has taken a huge step forward this year.
Yep.
Bobby Witt Jr. is Bobby Witt Jr. Vinny Pasquantino has shown he's a dependable run producer.
Yep.
Salvi. Is it overall? He's been solid.
Yeah.
What's he going to be next year? That's for the Royals to decide.
Yeah.
But it's still Salvador Perez. Like after that, in the lineup last night, Grichuk not good enough. Keggs hasn't been good enough. India, that is not. He had a couple of hits last night, but
Infield.
he has not provided what they thought he would.
Yeah.
He hasn't been enough. And then you round it out with Nick Lofton and Kyle Isbell.
And Isabel he hasn't been terrible.
He's had his moments, but
He's had his
but when
moments.
you don't have any production from
Yeah.
left field or right field,
That's
you
exactly
can't,
it.
You can't carry that.
Because he's a heck of a good center fielder, and he's adequate. But you got to have some studs in the corner outfield positions, and we just have not had that.
Or a stud.
Yeah,
One.
yeah. I know they tried. I mean, Yastrzemski was a nice little addition, but he's not. I mean, he's not what we're looking for.
It was fine.
Yeah,
It was a good move.
yeah.
It's been a good move. But it goes back to they continued to chase what they didn't accomplish in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
We had these discussions after they were eliminated from the Yankees in the postseason.
Yep.
Melendez is not enough.
Oof.
You know, Hunter Renfroe doesn't look like he. I don't know what he looks like or doesn't look like, but he didn't look like
wasn't good.
he was capable of producing enough to be in a lineup.
Yeah.
And they both started the season with those guys, you know, in prominent roles.
Yeah.
And they've been chasing their tails ever since.
Yep.
You know,
It has not been good. No.
but again, big picture. If I'd have told you all of those things were to happen, if I would have told you that they would have had that many injuries to the rotation,
Oh, I'd have said we'd have been 10 to 15 games below 500 easily.
so then who do you give credit to for that? Who deserves credit for that? Is that Matt Quatrero? Because he takes a beating on social media every night.
Well, I
and
know
then
he
loses.
does. He makes a few mistakes, but overall he's been pretty damn good. I mean, everybody makes mistakes once in a while. And, you know, sometimes you can't. You got to go on your gut feeling, and a lot of times he doesn't. He goes on what black and white on paper, what gets shoved down from the upstairs, and
The analytics department.
I'm not even going to go there. No, it's no. He does a good enough job. You gotta have your horses. You gotta have the studs, and we just don't. We have them on the infield, but our outfield, no, we don't. Just give me one corner outfielder that's got pop and you put some fear of God in you.
Oh, they had to do that in the offseason.
Yeah, they do. JJ knows that.
Do you have? Well,
He does.
they knew that last offseason.
Yeah, but you got to have some. You got to have a guy. If you're going free agent, you got to have a guy willing to come here. And if trade wise, what are we going to trade? You got to make a decision who you want to trade. Who's it going to be?
Where do you put Caglione moving forward?
Oh, he's going to be fine.
But where do you put him?
Where do I put him? I'd like to see him at first base, but you can't with Vinny because he's our RBI guy. So I don't know.
So do you keep Cags in the outfield?
Probably.
So there's
He's going to hit. He's going to eventually hit here.
So there's one corner outfielder.
I think so.
Do you stick with Isbell at center field, or do you try to get an offensive increase there, an upgrade there?
I would try to upgrade everything if I could. Yes. I mean,
Well,
he's
they
a
won't be
nice
able to,
player. I
right.
mean, he's a good defensive outfielder, but I mean, there's been some moments, but not enough. And you can get by with that if you have a guy to your right and a guy to your left that can swing the bat and cover a little bit of ground. They don't have to cover a lot. Isbell will get most of it. So
How long were you disconnected from the world?
From the world?
Like from when until when?
Till Sunday night.
So when did it start though? Did you know did you see the
Tues-
Chiefs game or did
Tuesday?
you know
No.
So you had no idea what happened with the Chiefs game?
Oh, well, yeah, we had some people up there that told us that was up in Yellowstone that the Chiefs had lost. Other than that, no.
When did you find out what happened in the border war?
Let's see. When we get to Jackson Hole Sunday, I started looking at your posts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more tweets and messages I get from Kansas fans,
I'm sitting there going.
Let me tell you
I was looking quarter by quarter when I first opened it up, and Kansas was up. I went, I bet you Steven's not real happy because the Chiefs lost and they're losing to Kansas. And then all of a sudden I went, whoa, okay, that was quick. Yeah. Overall, it was a pretty good game, I guess, huh?
That was a really good game.
Yeah, you
had a blast.
I bet you did. The pictures looked like you were having a great time.
It was a beautiful day of college football, and it was a great game. It really was.
Yeah, that was nice. Susan was down there enjoying it with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why these people are so mad at me. I'm getting some really ugly tweets on X.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I mean, everybody, every college, every professional team should have their own fans. All right? You don't have to get mean or nasty about it. You can root for whoever you want to. If it's a good game, it's a good game. It's like that. I got to watch the Bills game the other night against Baltimore. I'm going, holy cow. I'm sitting there going, this is amazing watching this thing. That fourth quarter was just crazy. I felt really good watching Baltimore lose. I don't like that team. So
you like the Bills more than the Ravens?
Oh yeah.
Why is that?
I like Josh Allen. I like Buffalo. If the Chiefs can't win, that's who I'd want to win. I like Josh Allen.
No, Josh Allen is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, yes, he is.
It's hard to appreciate him because I'm always rooting against him.
I know.
Because I always want them to lose.
Me too.
Because it always has to do with
the Chiefs.
The number one seed.
Yep. I agree.
In the playoffs they have to play the Chiefs. But I get it. I hear some people go with Joe Burrow, which I can't figure out the Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen.
No, there's no way.
And I get it. There's some people that feel pretty strongly about that, and I don't. I just don't. And I don't feel that way about Lamar either. I mean,
hell of a player, but he can't win when it comes down to.
If you believe that Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback, and I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Then the guy that is right behind him, to me, is Josh Allen.
I agree.
So
I agree. But that was a fun game to watch. I enjoyed that. I don't enjoy a lot of games. I watch here.
I don't think you would have enjoyed that Chiefs game.
I was glad I didn't see it.
You would have enjoyed Missouri and Kansas. That was a fun game to watch, especially if you weren't rooting for either team and you were just a college football fan, looking for drama and looking for big plays and fun. You would have enjoyed that game. For some people that are rooting for either team, you get so wrapped up in it and emotionally invested, it's hard to enjoy it while it's happening. Having gone back and watched some of it since, a little bit of rewatch.
Well, you probably weren't capable of really appreciating it the day of, were you? Okay.
I appreciated that last run from Jamal Roberts and put it away. Very few plays I've appreciated more than that.
I was shocked K-State lost to Army.
I wasn't.
Really?
You know what? I was surprised, not shocked.
I was.
Because I watched a good chunk of them going toe-to-toe with North Dakota, and it didn't seem fluky. Like, this is quite the game. I mean, I was texting with Jake and Lebo during this. Like, are you guys watching this? And they had turned it off when it looked like K-State was going to pull away, and then I texted them back and said, hey, if you guys turn this off, turn it back on because it's on. This thing's happening. And you know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll watch a team almost get upset, and you think, "Oh, this was so fluky." That's And I just didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
And so then I just thought, they're going to have their hands full with Army. And Army's a tough team to play and prepare for anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it surprised me. It didn't shock me based on what I saw the week before.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that. So.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were you shocked, Jake? It was surprising, but shocked,
surprising. Yes,
that didn't come out of nowhere.
When I look back at it, I took Kansas State in in the Mike's picks, but 17.5. I
That's
thought
too many points.
Yeah, it's way too many.
And now if you take that as a full body of
Yeah.
work, 8 quarters against North Dakota and Army, like,
Yeah, that's very questionable.
Iowa State might have broke them.
Yeah.
What?
That
I don't
lost to
know.
Iowa
I think
State.
Dublin might have broken.
Right, yeah, that's,
A lot of
the
pubs
above.
there.
Yeah. Well,
It's a tough one to start your season with.
Oof.
college football, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Mike Boddicker in studio. We'll take a break back after this on WHP. What's up, Kansas City? Steven St. John here for Window Nation. Right now, it's the best time of year to replace your old, drafty, cheap, or builder-grade windows. And Window Nation can get the job done in 1 day or less. And right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 for free, plus you won't make any payments for 2 years. That's right. No interest, no monthly payments, and no down payment. Don't miss out on Window Nation's most popular offer. Get top quality replaceable windows at an affordable price. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com now and take advantage of the opportunity to buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and not make any payments for 2 years. Window Nation, 866-90NATION or online at windownation.com. Welcome back to the show. He's not happy.
No.
He's tired of that.
2 years in a row they did it. That's the best part.
So try to explain this. You just showed me a text message from your former teammate, Jim Palmer, who said he's tired of getting your fan mail.
Yes. They put Jim Palmer cards out and they put my picture on it pitching. Now it's 2 years in a row they've done this. And
Air card.
2 years in a row. And so he texted me, he said, I'm tired of it. He said he was starting to get my signature down, the last name anyway. So he must be signing them and sending them back with my name on it. I don't know.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I could see one mistake, like that, the Billy Ripken bat card.
Right.
But not 2 years in a row have my picture on his card. That's not very good. Somebody's screwing up. Oh, well. It's fun.
Are the Royals done?
What do you think?
I'm asking you. You're the baseball insider. You're the baseball expert.
A couple weeks ago, I said it's going to be hard to jump over that many teams, and we were close.
But they did jump over that many teams, and they were a game out.
They were a game out, which was, shock with
They did it.
with our pitching the way it was, but not like you said, the young kids they stepped up and pitched pretty well. But yeah, that's pretty hard because you have to have everybody get cold. All those other teams get cold, and you get really hot. Well, we got real hot, and they lost a few games, but all of a sudden now all three of those teams are hot. Seattle's hot. Texas is hot. Cleveland's hot. There's just a lot of teams that are playing really well down the stretch. So we don't have much time. That's the thing. Yeah, Reagan's is coming back, but it's how many innings can he go? And like you said, we can't score. We don't score against decent pitching. If you're going to be good, you have to score against decent pitching. It's not pretty. I don't know what the percentage is right now, but I would not bet any money on that one. I wouldn't have 2 weeks ago. So
they got to win these next two games.
Yeah, and
they got to win these
the
next
series
two
against
games.
Seattle. Hopefully, we'll get to where we can make a push. I'm sitting there going, and I'm looking over across the state at St. Louis, and I'm going, oh, God, they've been out of it for a long time. Wait a second. They're only 4 back. And they're a game below 500. How is that possible? No.
So we mentioned Michael Wacha being placed on the 7-day concussion injured list, retroactive to Monday.
Non-baseball, I heard.
So, yeah, he's not going to make his start tonight in Cleveland. In a corresponding move, Jonathan India was reinstated off the IL with his left wrist sprain, and he was a DH last night. Gutierrez said Wacha had an off-field accident that resulted in a concussion. Nothing overly serious, we don't think, but something that's going to keep him from pitching a minimum of 7 days. What the hell happened?
Don't look at me. I just got back. I have no idea.
Gutierrez did not disclose exactly how Wacha sustained the concussion beyond saying it was an off-field accident. The further evaluation back in Kansas City will help determine the severity and whether Wacha will miss more than the 7 days required for a stay on the concussion list. Look, man, they're already down Seth Lugo and Cole Reagans and Chris Bubich. Is that not a sign that they're snake bit or this ain't their year? When they're now Wacha,
four out of their 5 guys are gone.
Yeah, he's going on the IL. Why? Concussion. How?
Maybe one of his kids, they were playing baseball and hit him with a bat
Off
or
the
something.
field. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know what happened.
You don't know. We won't know either.
I'd like to know.
Of course you would. You're a nosy guy.
No, let me tell you something. Here's the deal. I'll find out. I will know. I don't know how quickly I'll know.
You got, we'll see. Okay.
I'll find out by the end of this show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe George knows.
You gonna ask him?
Yeah. Nope.
Why?
Nope. Nope. No. He might go on one of those rants.
I'd like to see him go on one of those rants with
baby.
TU.
I love those rants. I love it. Man, oh, man, I love it when Georgia goes off. He's fun. Man.
Am I the only one that's curious about Waka? I mean, this it is kind of important, and he's missing tonight's start against Cleveland,
Yeah.
in which I guess we're not supposed to say it's a must-win, but it's kind of a must-win.
They're all must-win, Stephen.
But that's a important.
Yep. But we
That's
don't
kind of
know,
a
and
big
you're
deal.
not going to find out today, so. Oh, he's killing you, isn't it?
No, I think that's kind of a
I
big deal.
thought it was strange. Well, things happen.
And it's-
they don't
well,
spend
yeah.
every minute of the day at the ballpark, so.
There's nothing like mysterious baseball injuries. I mean,
There's been a lot over the
oh,
years.
I know. I mean, like no other sport.
Oh,
Carrying deer meat up the stairs,
I've done that before. Yeah.
spider bites, bad dreams, falling through glass tables, falling off the back of your pickup truck.
There's usually alcohol involved, probably.
I'm not one to speculate about that.
No, but I'm just this is a big start.
Giant.
Yeah.
I'm super curious. I mean,
know.
I feel like there should be some kind of explanation.
Yes, I do.
Investigate. That's your
I
job.
am.
Okay.
You got some.
Let's
Some
go.
text messages
Keep grabbing
out.
that phone, Steve. Let's go. Let's find out.
Just say off the record. Text
Yeah,
that-
but then I
that-
can't
that-
say nothing on the air.
that
No,
one
I
guy
know
we
that.
Yeah, it's more important that we know, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll find out for sure off the record.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Text
By
me.
10 o'clock.
That's more important.
Text me when you find out, will you?
But in order to find out, I have to say off the record.
All right.
Ask first and then say, okay, you're not going to tell me.
I'm not burning my people.
No.
But just curiosity, I want to know.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Meow.
I don't remember that happening. Like in a playoff race, the starting pitcher that night can't go because he got a mysterious concussion. I'm sure he did. Like I've had concussions. Concussions are no joke.
Well,
I'm
you're
not
a
questioning
you're an
that
ex-boxer.
whatsoever.
Of
No,
course you had
I
concussion.
got a concussion in a car wreck.
Car accident,
I
yeah.
knocked myself out, falling
Ice.
down into my car on the ice in my driveway.
I remember that one.
I knocked myself out.
Oh, I knocked myself out with a crowbar one time.
How'd you do that?
I was replacing a window, and it slipped, and the crowbar came
Jesus.
back and hit me, and I woke up on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was coming to work, and my driveway is a little bit steep, and it was
Ice?
It was, and it iced overnight, so we didn't even a chance to. It was. I think it was unexpected because usually we'll put out the salt or whatever
Right.
else before what we knew, and so then I go out there, and I was getting into my car. I had my car door open, but then when I get in, I really can't comprehend exactly how it happened, but I slipped. And I fell into my car and just hit my head right on the door frame.
Ooh.
And went bam. And then I woke up in my, kind of like sitting in my car with the door open. And I had been there for a little bit because I looked at the time and I go, oh, I'm going to be late. And so I called Jake and I was like, I shouldn't have drove to work.
No, you
know.
should not have.
I was seeing stars. And I told Jake, I said, I might be a few minutes late. And he goes, everything cool? I said, well, I just knocked myself out. And he was laughing, and I think he thought that I was joking. And it's hard to describe that, like how
Oh,
even now
Yeah.
I sound like a moron. But I slipped on the
No,
ice,
that
and I
happens.
just,
yeah.
I whacked myself good.
Maybe,
That sounds
maybe
bad,
Walker
too.
slipped on the ice. You don't know.
There's no ice to slip on. That's my point. I want to know.
Hello.
Oh, I had
Text me when you find out.
I had a
though.
big old lump on my
Oh,
head.
I did too, man. Big
My
old
head hurt so
baseball
bad.
on my
I got
head.
in here. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. That's a bad feeling.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to know. I hope he's all right. We'll take a break. Back into this on WHB. Stephen St. John here for my friends at QC Kinetics. And if you've been dealing with that nagging joint pain, you know, the one sometimes it's from years of hard work, maybe an old injury, maybe you used to pitch for the Royals and your shoulders creaking, I don't know. And maybe it never healed right. Either way, those injuries have been controlling your life for too long. But that stops now. If you call QC Kinetics, they're here to flip the script. They use regenerative medicine, advanced cellular treatments that help your body heal and restore the damage in your joints. Not cover it up, not cut it out, actually helping heal and restore. And the results, long-term lasting relief. So instead of planning your day around pain, you're planning it around life and doing all the things you want. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no long recovery, just a smarter, natural way to get your freedom back. Bring your MRI or your x-rays or both, and they'll make sure that you're a good candidate. Your first consultation's free, so there's no reason to wait. And they have appointments on Saturday available. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. Located on 435 in State Line and also in Gladstone. 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics.